Shavuot, Feast of Weeks, 50 days after Passover. Leviticus 23. You shall also count for yourselves from the day after the Sabbath, from the day when you brought in the sheaf of the wave offering. There shall be 7 complete sabbaths. You shall count 50 days to the day after the 7th Sabbath. Then you shall present a new grain offering to the Lord. On this same day you shall make a proclamation as well. You are to have a holy convocation. You shall do no laborious work. It is to be a perpetual statute in all your dwelling places throughout your generations. When you reap the harvest of your land, moreover, you shall not reap to the very corners of your field, nor gather the gleaning of your harvest. You are to leave them for the poor and the foreign resident. I am the Lord your God. Numbers 28. Also, on the day of the first fruits, when you present a new grain offering to the Lord in your feast of weeks, you shall have a holy convocation. You shall do no laborious work. Deuteronomy 16. You shall count 7 weeks for yourself. You shall begin to count 7 weeks from the time you begin to put the sickle to the standing grain. Then you shall celebrate the Feast of Weeks to the Lord your God with a tribute of a free will offering, which you shall give in proportion to how the Lord your God has blessed you. You shall rejoice before the Lord your God, you and your son and daughter and your male and female servants, and the Levite within your gates, and the foreigner, the fatherless orphan, and the widow who are in your midst, in the place where the Lord your God chooses to establish his name. You shall remember that you were a slave in Egypt, and you shall be careful to observe these statutes. 3 times in a year all your males shall appear before the Lord your God in the place which he chooses, at the Feast of Unleavened Bread, the Feast of Weeks, and the Feast of Booths. They shall not appear before the Lord empty-handed. Every man shall give as he is able, according to the blessing which the Lord your God has given you. Exodus 34. You are to labor 6 days, but you must rest on the 7th day. You must even rest during plowing and harvesting times. Observe the Feast of Weeks with the first fruits of the wheat harvest, and the Feast of Ingathering, Feast of Booths, at the turn of the agricultural year. 3 times a year all your males are to appear before the Lord God Yahweh, the God of Israel. For I will drive out nations before you, and enlarge your borders, and no man shall covet your land when you go up 3 times a year to appear before the Lord your God. You shall bring the very first of the firstfruits of your soil into the house of the Lord your God.